In this video, I show how you can install a low EMF fiber optic system. So on my desk, I have my low EMF laptop, which is running off of battery power, and there's no wireless functions enabled. So that means that we're just going to measure electric fields and radiated EMI. So on the right here, the electric fields are almost 500 volts per meter, which is extremely high. You'd want to have below about 5 volts per meter at your computer. Now the reason it's so high is because this Ethernet cable, which is connected to my laptop, is not grounded. It's simply plugged into the Ethernet switch over there in the corner. So the AC electric fields from the wiring are coming onto this cable to my laptop and to my keyboard, which then goes to my body. And this is something you do not want to have while you're computing. So then for the radiated EMI, or electromagnetic interference, I have the AM radio tuned in at about 1.7 megahertz. And at that frequency, there's a considerable amount of EMI. And that's coming from the wiring, from the house, and from the data system. So let's see what that sounds like. So you can hear the EMI. But now let's see what happens when we disconnect this Ethernet cable. The EMI has went completely away, and the electric fields have went down to healthy levels. So we'll make the meter more sensitive, and you can see that the electric fields are about 1.5 volts per meter. So now let's see what happens when we connect with the fiber optic system. So over in the corner I have the first fiber optic converter, and then I have a pure fiber optic cable which comes to the second converter. And this second fiber optic converter is powered by a DC power bank. So that means that the fiber optic cable is disconnecting us from any EMI on the data system, but the DC power bank is also disconnecting us from the electrical wiring. So there's no AC electric fields and no EMI from the wiring. So this is one of the cleanest ways that we can connect to the internet. So let's see what happens when we plug this Ethernet cable in. So you could hear that there was no increase in the EMI, and the electric fields have not increased at all. So other than some very minor fields coming from this fiber optic converter, there's very little additional fields coming to my computer. And this is one of the lowest EMF ways that I can possibly connect to the internet. And hopefully this will help you to create a healthier computer system in your home.